read them if you like.
Read what?
Oh, your tea leaves, dear. They'll tell me your future. Caroline, Caroline. You are in terrible danger.
But why? Why does she want me?
She just loves something to eat. Do not go through little door.
Second time, third time, fourth time, maybe fifth time's a charm because I've recorded this way too many times. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Ooh, shawty with you. Ooh. We don't have time for this. Let's give out some shoutouts because of course y'all commented. I want to show y'all my appreciation. I told you to comment down under the Grinch video with the Grinch and the Who's, and y'all did. So here are your shoutouts. Rebecca Milt 4056, May B May 541, Black Mare _ Little, Penguin Play 1, and yes, I will do a video on the Little Mermaid, the grim version of the Little Mermaid. Just give me time, I'll see when I am able to do it. Last but not least, Sagan _ Edit, and yes, I thought I did make a video on that, but I guess I didn't. I'll check and then I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much for supporting, for commenting, for liking. Remember to subscribe, guys, because that'd be really helping out my channel. Thank you. So, one of you wonderful people actually commented down in one of my videos about Coraline. Ooh. Ringleader said, by the way, there's something that's really been bugging me about Coraline. What is Miss Spink and Miss Forcible doing with a hagstone? How did they know they should give it to Coraline? Could they have possibly experienced something like the Beldam? Or maybe another fairy? I just don't understand how they knew Coraline would need it. Would you be able to make a video on this? And yes, I am making it right now because that sparked my interest and I'm not exactly sure. I think I have so many videos on Coraline that I don't even know what I've said. All my theories on Coraline are all individual theories that don't really correlate with each other sometimes and kind of contradict each other sometimes. Pick and choose what you believe. That's why I have many theories on Coraline. But I remember, I'm not sure which video it was, but I remember talking about Miss Forcible and Miss Spink saying that they were working with the Beldam. If I didn't talk about this, maybe I'm just making it up in my mind, or maybe I just thought about it, but I remember saying this specifically about Mr. Bobinski, the grandma, the cat.
She's got a thing for games.
The parents even. So like they're working with the Beldam and that's why Miss Forcible and Miss Spink don't really care about Coraline's parents being missing because they don't want Coraline to win. But like your comment got me really thinking because it is true. Why the heck would they give Coraline a hagstone? Like why would they help her if they're working with the Beldam? Or how did they know that she would need it? What is going on? Where did they get the hagstone from? Who are they? Who are these people? And can Coraline trust any of them? Can Coraline even trust a single soul?
She spied on our love.
Okay, no, I won't say that. Okay, before I continue on with this video, oh, did I say this is gonna be a two-parter? Yeah, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow to finish this theory because it's a lot and I don't know if I could get it all in one video. So let's recap so far what I've theorized on Coraline because that'll help us with this theory right here.
I have no idea where your old parents are.
So, we've theorized in the past that the Beldam is a fairy and not just this spider. Her form is based on a spider, sure, but she is a fairy. She is fae, and there's so much to prove that. I'm not even gonna go into all of it, but there's a literal fairy ring in the movie. She doesn't give out her name, her actual name, because names hold power, and if you know a fairy's name, then you are able to control them. But she never gives out the name, and fairies always give out gifts to trap people.
But it's all a trap.
Because if you accept a gift from a fairy, then you are forever bound to them, I guess. You owe them now. You owe them your soul. And Coraline accepts many gifts. All of the gifts, even the food. My very first theory, I did a whole timeline of the Beldam's backstory, or what I believed to be the Beldam's backstory, and in that video we found out that the house was built in 1859 because 2009 minus 150.
This house is 150 years old.
So?
Then you get 1859. So the house was built in 1859. The Beldam has been around way before then. She is not 150 years old. She is a lot older than 150 years old. And she is still young because fairies are not immortal, but they are very close to being immortal. Like, they live long years, right? Between the years of 1859 and 1952 is when she captured 2 children and killed them, and they turned into ghosts, unfortunately. And between the years of 1952 and now, well, actually 2009, she killed another child, which was the twin sister, the grandma. So that's what I theorized. That's what I feel the timeline is. We also have theorized that the grandma is working with the Beldam, not because she is evil, but because she is trying to protect her precious YB. So in order to protect YB, she kind of sacrificed another child, which was unfortunately Coraline, to the Beldam so that the Beldam can stay far away from YB. And the grandma wants YB to stay far away from the Pink Palace, which is why every time he gets near it, the grandma is always there to call out to him.
I think I heard someone calling you Wyborn.
What?
Now here's the thing. The grandma has a very clear motive. I can understand why, although immorally incorrect, why the grandma would sacrifice another child for her own precious grandson. The rest of the people are very suspicious, but what would their motive be to work with the Beldam, if even working with the Beldam? One of my very, very first theories of Coraline, actually the very first theory of Coraline that I've ever made, I theorized that the reason why the Beldam needs souls from these children is because, here's the thing, fairies, or any fairy tale character, like mermaids for example, it happened in the original Little Mermaid story, they don't have souls. So though they live very long lives, after they die, they just die, they disappear, poof, no soul in their body to move on into an afterlife. Humans do have souls, and humans, once they die, they get to move on and live in the afterlife. And this particular fairy, the Beldam, wants a soul, as do many other fairy tale creatures like the Little Mermaid in the original story. The Beldam wants a soul so that whenever she dies, she can pass on into the afterlife to, I theorized, reconnect with her past lover who died of tuberculosis. That's just a theory. If you've not seen that video, I suggest maybe I'm gonna redo it because that was like one of my very first theories ever. So I'm probably gonna redo that video. So she wants soul to pass on to the afterlife so she can reconnect with her lover. But the thing is, what I couldn't understand is, okay, I guess she wants a soul, I guess she wants to move on into the afterlife, but why does she need so many souls? Like, she's already got 3, aren't they enough? And I theorized in that video that she is not the only one. She's working with other fairies who also want souls, and they're working together, and they made a deal. They would all try to get the souls that they need. There are 3 souls currently that she has captured, and she needs 1 more, because I theorize that the other fairies are, okay, 1, the Beldam, 2, Mr. Bobinski from the other world, and Miss Pink and Miss Forcible from the other world as well. So that's 4 souls right there that they require, and they have 3, they need 1 more. All they needed was Coraline or YB, but since Grandma made that deal with the Beldam, she got Coraline instead. So they just need 1 more soul. However, a lot of y'all pointed out that you don't think those are fairies because those are the creations of the Beldam, and honestly, you're right. They are not fairies. They are just simple creations of the Beldam, so maybe not. However, I was thinking much too small. In my brain, for some reason, I thought that the fairies had to be in the other world, but they don't have to be. The cat is a fairy, and I've prove that in another video, because the cat never gives out the name. In the book, he's like, oh, cats don't need names because we know ourselves, or I'm not gonna give you a name, just a whole bunch of excuses as to why the cat does not have a name, although I'm pretty sure the cat has a name. The cat just doesn't want to tell Coraline the name because names hold power, and he doesn't want to be controlled by Coraline or anyone at all. He's just protecting himself. And fairies can travel through dimensions, and the cat is able to travel from back and from the world, back from and back the world. He's able to travel into the world and out of the world easily, right? So he is most likely a fairy. And not only that, but the Beldam also travels into the real world, essentially, with her hand. Not her full body, but her hand is able to travel. There is a whole bunch of evidence to believe that fairies can be there and back. What if the fairies are not in the other world? The other fairies, I mean. The other fairies that she had a pact with are in the real world. They are living in the Pink Palace. Yup, Miss Pink and Miss Forcible and Mr. Bobinski are all fairies. What the heck? How did you come to that conclusion? Where are you getting this information from? You are absolutely crazy. How in the world can they possibly be fairies? That's gonna have to be in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back tomorrow for part 2. I love you. Oh wait, comment down fairy ring for the chance to get a shout out in the next video. I love you.